3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff, complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9. Goff. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Those defense for the Packers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
There you go. Hey, check.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Goff. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. That third down conversion good for 23. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Straight ahead with Jefferson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they'll run on 1st down with Jefferson. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. They still can't get him. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
This fielded right at the goal line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Play action, now it's Lance. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good.
And oh, he coughed it up. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take it.
After review of the play,
so that will return. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance flushed out right. Second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Lance. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Lance now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aiden Hutchinson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Jones fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3. Right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Jefferson on the ground. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And they'll go right back to Jefferson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Holding. Offense.
You can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected, but I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We worked a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Goff. And this complete to Mitchell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. There's Goff. Buying time to his left. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for this with Jefferson. A little juke. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about picking up that one? That was big for them.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gone. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. To the air again. Goff. They'll set up the screen to Jefferson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Throwing again on second down. Goff throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Again, Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that's spanned. You may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. So we have reached halftime. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lance's throw brought in by Watson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
It's not exactly round and round we go, but I'm looking at the poor defenses. Back-to-back possessions, the ball's turned over.
Back-to-back plays.
I mean, just that quickly, and you think you're going to the bench to get a little break, and all of a sudden you're hearing sudden change. Get back out there, grabbing your helmets and running back out on the field. I don't think it's going to affect them much now, but if this keeps up, you're going to have 2 very angry defenses. You want the offense to take care of the ball.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Rolling to his right. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive. And they're off to a fast start here.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance looking to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13. Down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On 2nd and 10. Goff. Yeah, that's holding. And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up inside the 20. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football. We witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Another throw on 2nd down. This one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Not even so far here in the second half. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Again, it's Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The throw over the middle taken in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw. They'll complete this one to Watson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 down at the 34-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a play fake. Lance He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are right back in this football game. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Goff now to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Now Goff. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Packers pick it up. The 20, 10, 5. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So not only the coffee, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And Detroit getting set to go now. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Off-play action. Here's Goff. Finding Williams once more. Complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. But Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first. Back to throw. Goff. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. From the 50, it's gone. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
84 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, a run with Jefferson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 27 yards. And the Lions have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Goff looking to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Julian Okwara able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Lance. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Goff. And that's complete to Davis. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Oh, twisting away. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. On the handoff, it's Jefferson. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. If there was a time to break off a nice run like that, it was right here to grab the lead in the 4th.
And there's just so much stress on a defense in that situation because you're looking at the clock. What are we guarding against? What's the first thing, right? The strike to the end zone, throwing the ball. Instead, they come back and hit him with a run. Block it well, and how about the physical run he made? Terrific job finding his way to the end zone to give him the lead.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Packers down by 7, 50 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Lance back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. These are the spots this stage of the game where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Lance. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He finds his receiver, Watson. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Green down. Set.
Now Lance. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face.
Ready.
This entire game is down to the next snap.
Yellow, go. Red, yellow. Black, red. Ready.
Desperation time here. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.